Oh, it's been a really great day. I've not been here before. Obviously, I heard about Hope when it started, basically, so I've wanted to come for ages.
Awesome, absolutely awesome. Lots of smiley faces, lots of laughter. Yeah, the vibes, as always, super high at Hope because the people bring it.
When there's murder on the street,
I love what they do here. I think it's absolutely fabulous.
when the night is strong.
It's been great. Piers came, Bob's here, Bob Moran, Matt Le Tissier, Tanya Edwards, Robin Minotti's here. Who else? Mad Mick's here. So yeah, it was nice to see them all in front of their pictures.
Carry me home.
Oh, great. It's fantastic to be here. It's a very arduous journey, though, but it's a beautiful day.
Everything I'm not, I'm on a road and I've changed.
Why am I here? Because Jake Fern does the 1,000 Words, where he paints a portrait and interviews people at the same time. I was the first guest. Before Resistance GB were involved with the filming and so forth, Jake did it all himself. He did the sound, the film. He painted the portrait of me, put the video on YouTube, and it's turned into like 1,000 words. And now he's done David Icke, he's done Matt Le Tissier, Piers Corbin.
So what was it like seeing your own painting? Was it the first time you've seen it?
Well, I'd seen his almost completed version when he'd done it. Well, not completed, but when he painted me and he showed me how far he got, and I thought, well, that's amazing. But seeing it now, it is stunning.
Well, that's really good. Well done.
Well, that interview with Jake is the most fun, the most enjoyable interview I've done for loads of reasons. I mean, like everybody says, it's unique. It's not really like any other podcast that's out there. It's such a great idea for a format.
Vicky had the idea and it just felt right straight away, and it just had this kind of energy. I was like, okay, we'll do that. And then we got in touch with Mick. We did Mick within 2 weeks of Vicky coming up with the idea.
Love his stuff. So cool. It's amazing. Yeah, really cool.
Do you think you guys would get a portrait done?
Love to have a portrait.
Oh yeah. I'm very much hoping to have my portrait done.
Oh, just yours?
I think.
Just yours.
Well, I think I think I'm at that stage now where I should be like getting that.
A couple more cancellations, maybe.
And then we met Jackie Devoy and we did one with her, and she said, I've got this. She'd been doing her radio show for about 3 or 4 or 5 years. She's got this massive list of contacts, and she said, who do you want to do? Do you want to do David Icke? I was like, well, okay, I thought it was a joke, really. I didn't think that would happen.
I'm in awe of Jake for being able to do it. I mean, I draw, but I wouldn't fancy doing what he does. And it's amazing that he can be so eloquent and thoughtful at the same time as he's putting a painting together, and a good one. Yeah, no, he has something else. So
Obviously, I'm usually the person drawing people. I'm not used to being drawn, so it's a weird experience for me.
It was a very surreal experience, That was I was a bit fidgety. I think it's really hard to sit still for that length of time. So fair play to Jake for doing such a fantastic job, given that I wasn't probably the best subject he's ever had.
It's difficult. It's more difficult than I thought it would be, because when we came up with the idea, I thought, well, when I listen to stuff when I'm painting. So I know that I felt like it was a different part of my brain. And it's true, I can listen to what people are saying. But then if I want to interact, then my eye gets like, that's the same part of the brain. So artist turns off if I have to think about it. So there are times where I just sort of, okay, give me a minute and I'll think, and I'll just stand there and then I'll start painting again. I'm getting better at. It's pretty exhausting. I mean, for 4 hours, conversation with anyone is pretty exhausting, but trying to do a portrait in the same time is pretty exhausting.
We could have just spent 3 hours geeking out about paints and paper and inks and things, so we had to keep remembering to talk about what was going on in the world.
You know that when they do a whole chemtrail spraying day, it affects. They
It's a
change
nice
the
day today, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Well, there's no trails. But you must know when you walk out the house, you can see.
I know.
There's artificial clouds, and it naturally is covering the sun, so it is impacting the weather.
Well, no, infinitesimal. It shows.
Okay, but it's impacting enough that I don't get a sunny day.
Infinitesimal. No, it didn't. That cloud we had was just natural. All of it was natural. These little trails do cool.
But there's no trails.
No, I know, but when they're there, they don't do much. You can see them anyway, and you can see the sun in another part.
I went up to the top of a mountain in Austria in 2018.
Okay.
And I was looking over all of the mountains all around Europe. And all I could see, 360-degree view, was a chess grid of chemtrails as far as the eye could see.
Really?
Okay.
All
That's
over
bad.
the Alps of Europe.
All over the Alps. Nightmare.
So what? Krakatoa emitted 20 cubic kilometres of ash. And it reduced world temperatures estimated by 0.5 degree to 1 degree. It might have been less than that because it might have been getting cold anyway, because these big volcanoes happen when there is already cooling due to low solar activity. But anyway, we'll accept that as a figure. And if you can, to make that much dust to produce that temperature, say, it would require all the jet planes in the world flying every day full of dust, dropping the dust for 3 years to produce that amount of dust. So the idea that humans can put enough dust in there to do anything significant with world temperatures is absolutely insane.
Face the world without fear. They will war with you. Will you? You can't hate the world that you love it.
What would it be a message that you would ask that accompany your book to everyone who buys it?
Well, there were a few different reasons for putting the book together. One was, for me, I wanted all of this work I produced to exist physically rather than just online. Because I love physical things, I love books. I think we need to kind of try and go back to that, but also it's much harder to get rid of a book, and even if I kind of get completely forgotten in the next few years, someone somewhere will have my book in their attic. One day they'll find it. Maybe all this stuff will be going on again. Someone might find the book and go, oh, hang on, people said no to this stuff before, so that's great. The other thing is, it's kind of an alternative narrative to the last 4 years. I did a drawing workshop earlier, and that was just such good fun. I had no idea how it was going to go, but I really enjoyed it, and I think everyone else did.
Okay, are you ready, everyone? We're going to start now. First of all, can we welcome the amazing Bob Moran to Hope Sussex?
Okay, so to start with, Keir Starmer, kind of going to draw a bit like a pear with a flat top. Okay, so
one question: why are we doing Keir Starmer? Can't it just be like a random person?
Well, what would that mean?
Well, he is quite a random person. I mean, most of what he said is pretty random. It was a mixture of children and adults, and everybody did a fantastic cartoon by the end of it, which is good. I've never tried teaching people really like that, apart from my own children, and that's slightly different experience. But it seemed to work really well, and I think they all enjoyed it. Next, I'll probably do the hair. Keir Starmer has great hair. He's got this really stupid kind of silver tidal wave of a hair.
I've been told that there's a piece of artwork that you did on the whiteboard that they're planning on preserving and then auctioning off.
Yes, I hadn't really considered that, but they have now got a whiteboard with, I suppose, an original drawing on it. So that's really great. I could never have pictured being here at Hope in my past life as precocious ambassador for the mainstream. Back then, I chose the state schooling system for my daughter despite her very particular educational needs. I trusted those needs would be met in the same way that I trusted our politicians, really-ish.
I heard you sing of freedom and it moved me like chains that cannot bind you, like flames that can't consume you. surely you would storm the cage that is your house and burn it to the ground with love divine. Surely you will lead you to the ground.
I feel such positive energy when I come into rooms like this because of people like you who have an open mind and who have loving hearts and have the right intentions for humanity. So thank you very much for all coming and supporting me tonight and being here. Thank you.
Let's welcome Jake Fern up to the stage, please.
I'd like to introduce my wonderful assistant, Victoria. She's a very good trumpet player. Who should we ask first to come up? What have you got in your left hand there, Vicky? Who have you got in your left hand? Robin, then, do you want to come up first? Robin Manotti.
Jake is, for me, is like a philosopher, really, more than an artist. I mean, talking to him, I found it extremely therapeutic, because I swing from hope to despair to sort of anger and all these things. And he really stabilized me. Just talking to him, I felt, well, I don't really have to worry. I can be like Jake.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Well, this is.
Resist, defy, do not comply.
Guys, I'm not going to keep you long. I just want to say it was an absolute honour and a privilege to be the guinea pig for this, what I think is such an incredible podcast. Podcasts are boring to watch as a rule, just two people talking. But Vicky's idea of watching a portrait unfold in front of your eyes whilst you're listening to such an interesting conversation is pure genius. All the royalties should go to Vicky. Absolutely, Vicky.
There's a shadow over me. There's a shadow over me.
It's very interesting chatting to you, but most importantly, you made me look really pretty. Thank you.
Thank you very much, mate. That was brilliant. Appreciate that.
No.
That's lovely. Thank you very much.
But this whole thing is weirdly reminiscent of school speech day, where significantly I never ever won the art prize. So this is a bit like finally being given an art prize. So my mother will be very happy.
It's a burden unto me. I'll be on the road, and you'll be on your own. The dreams are all affairs, fairy tales away. And dreams are all affairs, fairy tales away. And there's a shadow over me, there's a shadow over you. And why there's a shadow over me, but I still love you so. Thank you.